Blah, 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 blah.
Hi, this is Cooking and Cosplay.
I'm Ashlyn, or Takasuki Yayoi.
And I'm Lindsey, and I'm Ganaha Hibiki.
And we're cosplaying from the show Idol Masters, which is about 13 girls who are trying to become the best idols in all of Japan.
In episode 26, some of the idols go to a revolving sushi bar, and in comes a plate unlike the rest, the hamburger steak sushi.
A couple of these idols get in a pretty scary fight over these guys. So today we're going to show you how to make this dish.
So let's start cooking!
For the hamburger patty, you will need about a ½ pound of ground beef, a quarter of an onion, 1 teaspoon sugar, 1 teaspoon soy sauce, 1 teaspoon ketchup, 1 teaspoon Worcestershire sauce, salt and pepper to season, 1 beaten egg, about a ¼ cup panko crumbs, and 3 tablespoons of milk. Now for the sauce, you'll need 1-to-1 ratio of Worcestershire sauce and ketchup. And don't forget the sushi rice. We'll show you how to make that in a later video. So first things first, we're gonna dice up some onion for our meat. So go ahead and slice it all up into tiny little pieces. Once you're done with that, you're gonna put some oil on the frying pan. Alright, you're gonna add in your onions right here. Fry them a little bit so they're nice and brown on the edges. Just like that. In a large bowl, mix in your panko crumbs with your milk. Make sure to mix them together so that they're nice and moist and soft. Once your panko breadcrumbs look pretty mixed, go ahead and add in your meat and knead them all together until they're all one same consistency. So go ahead and do that for a little bit. We're gonna add in the rest of the ingredients, so pour in your sugar, some soy sauce, of course a little ketchup, Worcestershire sauce, and if you're like us, just add a little bit extra. We've got some salt, some pepper. Go ahead and knead them all together. It's gonna be a little squishy and maybe a tad gross, but it's gonna taste really good. And don't forget to add in your onions. Make sure all the sauces and all the spices are mixed all together. You're gonna add one last thing to this meat. You're gonna take your previously beaten egg and pour it right on top. This will be the last thing you need, so make sure it's really mixed in well. Soak up all those juices. It's gonna be kind of slimy, but like I said, it'll taste really good in the end. At this point, your meat might be a little hot, so in the meantime, you might have to stick it in the fridge just so you can mold it a little easier, just like we did. Once your meat is cool to the touch, you're gonna start passing it in between your hands like a game of catch with yourself. Once you get rid of all the air pockets, start shaping them into little finger-sized patties. Make 2 of these little guys, and make sure they're nice and cute and oval-shaped. You're gonna put them in a little bowl and set the rest of the meat aside. If you guys are left with a lot of extra meat, definitely just wrap it up in saran and stick that in the freezer for more finger sushi to come. Stick your little patties into the frying pan. Make sure to indent them in the center just so they come out evenly cooked. Watch on either side until they're golden brown, and you're gonna flip them when you start to notice this. They look pretty good at this point. So we're gonna cover them up with a lid and just watch them for about a minute. So that way everything's even and they come out great. Once you think they're about done, look them over and make sure they're evenly cooked. While your patties are cooling, you're gonna make your sauce. So add a 1-to-1 ratio of ketchup and Worcestershire sauce. For ours, we did use a ¼ cup, but it's all depending on you. If you made a lot, you might want some more. If you only made a couple, then you might not need as much. Go ahead and stir those all together and add some water just so it's a little bit more liquidy and it doesn't get too mushy when you put it in the pan. Once those are nice and mixed together, put it in your frying pan and do use the leftover grease that you did make with your patties. It'll add some great flavor. Put it on low and let it sit for a second while it starts to simmer. You're gonna start mixing it all so it's nice and even all throughout. Trust me, this is a really good part, so you'll want to make sure it's good. Pour it into a bowl to let cool for 1 second. And now, you're going to take your sushi rice and start making a patty that looks very similar to the ones that you cooked with your meat. Make 2 of them, because that's what they do in the anime, and hey, it just looks fancy that way. Aw, they're so cute. Once you've molded the perfect shape of sushi rice, you're going to be adding your meat. Put them right on top. And if you're like us, they might be a little bit bigger, but hey, it's all a part of the charm. Add in your lovely sauce you just made and put it right on top of both of your hamburger sushis. Make sure they drip off the sides and they look really pretty, because that's really important. And ta-da! You have got your hamburger steak sushi. Alright guys, let's see how this hamburger steak sushi actually tastes. Okay. I like it.
I think my bite was too big.
That's how you're supposed to eat sushi.
This is really good.
No, it's good. The meat is like...
I can see why they fought over this now.
Me too. That makes sense. Well, awesome. If you guys like this video, please check out our other content. We're gonna keep creating a whole bunch of foods from anime, so check that out. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and tell us some anime foods you'd like to see. So, see you guys next time.
See ya.
Start cooking.
No, let's start. So let's start cooking right now.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so let's start cooking. Let's start cooking. So let's start cooking.